Hi students, this is Tanvi from Oliveboard and I welcome you all for today's session on RBI Grade B Practice Important Reasoning Questions. So today we are going to discuss some important questions from your reasoning section of your RBI Grade B examination, which is definitely going to help you crack your 2023 exam. Okay, so I hope you all have joined the session. So if this is your first day in today's class, I request you to subscribe to our channel, which is for all of your regulatory exams, whether it is RBI or SEBI or Nabard or SEBI. Okay, so if you're preparing for any of these exams, so just subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed it till now, because you're going to get all the important updates on this platform. Plus, you're going to get such helpful sessions that is going to crack your exam, right? So one more thing, I request you to share this session with all your friends who are preparing for any of these exams, and also click like on the session. Okay, so let's start today's class. I hope I'm audible. Good evening, Eva. Okay, kindly confirm me if I'm audible. Okay. So students, today I want to cover just puzzles. Okay, we are taking this session every week. Okay, if you have attended the previous sessions, like we meet on every Monday, and every Monday we discuss some important questions of RBI Grade B examination, right? So today I want to focus just on puzzles. Okay, right? We have been discussing the questions of coding, decoding, directions, blood relation in many of the previous sessions. Okay, but focus for today will be just puzzles. Okay, Eva, kindly confirm me if I'm audible. Okay, students, any of the viewer kindly confirm me if I'm audible to all of you. Yeah. Okay. So now let's start the class. And before starting the session, we pledge for your success. And here, okay, before showing you the question, first question of today's class. Now, today is the last day of the scheme that we have introduced, which is New Year deals. So, New Year deals are back. That ends today. Okay, and you can save 40% on RBI SEBI Nabard course plan. Okay, we also have combo plan if you want to prepare for all of these exams. We also offer combo plan for all of you. Okay, so don't forget, today is the last date. So if you want to avail this 40% discount, just enroll immediately after attending the session of reasoning and use the code HNY. Okay, use the code HNY to avail the discount. Right. So now here comes the first question. Now this is a puzzle. Now if you have seen your previous questions, they give this kind of question where you have months, and then reference will be that it will not sit in the month having 30 days or 31 days. So this is how the question comes. Now this is the question that you have to try. Okay. Ideally, this question should be taking not more than 5 minutes. So just try this question and confirm in the comment section if you're done with the solution of this question. Okay, do it fast. Okay. So I hope the students, the viewers are trying this question. Now this is the latest type of your examination because he is giving you the question of months these days, right? In the previous, I think, one or two papers, you can find the question of months. Okay. So the first information that we can focus here is that there are three persons who visit a sanctuary between C and B. Now, who means he's talking about B? Okay, B who does not visit in the month of 31 days. Now, if B is not visiting in the month of 31 days, that means B can visit in the month of April or September or November. So B can visit in the month of November. So let's make all the possibilities that are occurring here. Other possibility is that B can visit in the month of September or B can visit in the month of April. Okay. So three persons visit between B and C. So if there are three persons who are visiting between B and C, now let me mark this first, second and this one, third possibility. So in the first possibility, C will be sitting on which month? So leaving 3, C will be sitting in the month of May. In the second possibility, C will be sitting in the month of, I think, March, right? And third case is that C will be sitting in the month of, after B will look. So leaving 3 months, it will sit in the month of October. Okay. So what is the next information that we have that we can connect with this? So here we have that G visits just after C. Means immediately next is who? G. After C, next person will be G. So that I am going to fill in all the possibilities. Eva done, very good. Good evening, Rahul Pandit. Okay. So the next information is that one person visits between G and the one who visits immediately after A. Okay. So one person sits between, what does it mean? That one person sits between G and the one who sits immediately after A. So if I fill this up, okay, and if I fill this below, if I want to fill A below G, then how will it look? That only one person visits between G and the one who visits immediately after A. Okay, so that means if I want to fill it below, so what will it look like? That the person who visits immediately after A and G, there is just one person between them. So these are the two doubts that can occur here. Okay, so how are we going to fill? Now, at least in third possibility, we do not have any doubt because G is coming in the last. So in the third possibility, I am going to write A here. Okay. In the second possibility, if I wish to write A above, I can't do that because above G, I find just two positions. Okay. So below G, if I have to fill this, then I'm going to fill A on this month of May. And in the first possibility, if I see, I can fill A even up or below G. So this first possibility will have two further possibilities. Okay. So let's write the whole solution. Let's repeat the whole solution first. Like I'm just repeating the first possibility in the last case. Okay, so it will be C, G and B. So if I want to fill G below A, okay, if I want to fill A above G, so in this first possibility, I'm just going to mark 1A. So above, if I fill, so A will come in the month of March. And in this 1B, okay, below I'll fill G, A and then blank in October. So these are the two doubts. Next we have that no one visits sanctuary between D and F who visits in the month of 30 days but not in April. Okay, now he's talking about F, that F visits in the month of 30 days. Okay, so in the 1A if I check, and also one more thing, that F does not visit in April. So if F is not visiting in April, so F will be visiting in the month of September in 1A possibility. Okay, because here we have just 3 months which are 30 days let me mark those months. Those are April, those are September and November. Okay. So what I consider here is that November is occupied by B and we are left with just April and September. So April he is refusing. So it is just September that is left, and hence I am going to write F in the month of September. Okay, if I check the second possibility. Now April already filled, September already filled. So I am going to fill this F in the month of November. In third possibility, November filled, April filled, so I am going to fill F in the month of September. And in 1B, November filled, September filled, April vacant, but I cannot fill F in April because he is refusing. So this last possibility that was created just now gets wrong. Okay, and we are left with, again we are left with just 3 possibilities. And there is another information that no one visits between D and F. Okay, so if no one visits between D and F, let's fill this. Okay, so this third possibility will also be wrong. If he says that no one visits between D and F, that means D and F should be immediate. Now I can fill D in 1A. Okay, because on other side, if it is G from F, then on the side that is vacant, I am going to write D. In the second possibility, we have, where are we having this F? In the last. So in the month of October, I am going to write D so that there is an immediate relation between D and F. But in the third possibility, F is occupied by A and C. So I cannot write D just with F. Okay. Next we have that E visits sanctuary before H but not immediately before. Okay. So what he says that E visits before H. So what you consider here is that you are left with just 2 possibilities. These are the 2 possibilities that are left, and it is just 2 persons who are left, which are E and H. So in the first possibility, E will be written here and H below. And in the second possibility, E in the month of Jan and H in the month of July. But in the last, he is telling you that neither E nor H visits in the month of 30 days. That E and H both cannot be filled in the month of 30 days. But in your 1A possibility, H is written in the month of April, which have 30 days. So this 1A is also wrong. And the correct answer is this. This is your correct and the final answer. Okay, I hope this is clear. Right? Okay, so now we have to solve the questions based on this solution. So let's start solving the question. So Rahul Pandit, is your solution same? Eva solution I have checked. This is correct. And Rahul, kindly confirm and just solve the next question. So who among the following person visits a sanctuary in May? Now who is visiting in May? Okay, so what will be the answer here? Who among the following person visits a sanctuary in the month of May? So the one who visits immediately before H. The answer here will be option number C, which says that the one who visits immediately before H. Okay, so now let's try the next question. That who among the following person visits a sanctuary 3 months before F? Now this you have to tell. Eva, I hope it is clear because you can see your solution. Who among the following person visits a sanctuary 3 months before F? So what will be the answer here? Oh, correct. This is option number B, that is H. Because if you just see your solution, 3 months back from F is which person? It is H. And hence the answer here will be option number B. Okay, in the next question, he is asking which among the following is correctly paired? Which among the following is correctly paired? Okay, what will be the answer here? Okay, correct answer, Eva. It is D option. That is the combination of April and G. Okay, so here comes the next question, that who among the following person visits a sanctuary 2 months after A? Now he's just asking 2 months after A. So 2 months after A. What will be the answer here? Okay, correct. It is B, which is given in option number D, and hence the answer here will be option number D. Okay, so next question, that how many persons visit a sanctuary between E and F? So how so how many persons are there between E and F? This you have to tell. Okay. So how many persons are there? Rahul Pandit saying option number A. Okay, wait, let me check something. Okay, so here there was some question. Yeah. Who among the following person visits a sanctuary 2 months after A? This was the question. Okay. A is visiting in May. So 2 months after May will be July. And the person visiting in July is H, who is option number B. So correct. Here the answer will be option number B, not option number D. Okay, correct. Right. So here comes the next question. How many person visit a sanctuary between E and F? And the answer here will be option number A, that is 6. Okay, because E is visiting E is the first person and F is the last person, and between E and F there are how many person? There are 6 person. Okay, and hence the answer here will be option number A. I hope this is clear to you all. Okay, so now let's try the next question. Okay, so next question is month based puzzle that you have to try. Again, ideally this question should not be taking more than 5 minutes. 5 minutes are more than sufficient to try this. Okay, so let's make a solution for this question. Okay, so now let's make the solution for this question now. Okay, so now let's try the next question. Let's see who is going to solve it fast. Okay. So the question here says that there are 6 persons, right? Their names are given. uh, the name of persons is given to you. Then you have months, which are March, April, July, August, September, and October in the same year, but not necessarily in the same order. Okay, so U stays 1 month before Y. So U stays 1 month before Y. That means U lives immediately before Y. Next, he says that there is a gap of 2 months between V and T. And what does that mean? That there is a gap of 2% between V and T. So it can be either this way or this way. Okay. Next he says that W stays immediate before T. Now W stays immediate before T. Okay. But not in September. W stays immediate before T, but not in September. So he's telling you about W, that W cannot stay in the month of September. Okay. So X stays in the hotel after W, but is not the last person to stay. Now X is not the last person to stay, but X stays after W. He is not saying immediate after, but he is simply saying after W. Okay, so this is all the information that is given to you here, right? Okay, so what I understand from here is I have to write W immediately above T. So I cannot write T in the month of March. I can write T April on April, and then after leaving 2 months I can write V here. Now this is the first case that can happen, or it can happen like this. Okay, now next what could happen now? So we have 2 persons between T and V or V and T. So I can write this way or this way or this way. Okay, this is what we can do with this V and T, because there is a gap of 2 months between them. Now U stays 1 month before Y. So where can I fill U and Y? Okay, so this is the information. Now here we have one more information, that uh, uh, so above T we have to write W. So let's fill that. Above T you have to write W. Okay, so here it becomes wrong, because in the month of September I cannot write W. So the last one is wrong. Okay, right. Yeah. Okay, right, Rahul. You are saying right that there are 2 months gap is taken according to the yearly calendar. So let me correct this whole question. Yeah. So U stays 1 month before Y. Okay. So U stays 1 month before Y, right? And there is a gap of 2 months between V and T. And if there is a gap of 2 months between V and T, if I consider that, so 2 months taken according to the year, right? So 2 months between V and T if I have to follow, right? So where can I write V? I can write V on March, then April, May, June. So I won't be able to write T. Okay, so V cannot be filled in the month of March, right? So this is how we are going to check this. Okay, then what we are going to do, let's put V on the month of April. April, May, June, July. Okay, so T can come here. If I write V on the month of April, okay, there is a gap of 2 months, right? So this is the first case. Next, if I write April here on the month of July. So after this, after July, August, September, October. Then I am going to write T here after 2 months. Okay, so this is the second possibility that can happen. Okay, so if I write V in the month of August, September, October, after that we won't be able to fill this V and T. So these are the two possible cases that can happen. Okay, and what other case could happen here? So if I consider V same in the month of July, so we can also write T in the month of April, because this can happen backward or forward. Okay, so after this, if I write V in the month of August, so after August I cannot fill T, but before August if I see, so I'll have to fill T in the month of May. So, okay, right. So I'll have to fill it in the month of May. If I consider August for V, so that is not the possible case. Now, if I consider V in the month of September, then again I'll have to consider the month of June, which is also not possible. And if I consider the month of October for V, then I'll have to fill this T on July. So this case we can use. Okay, so this case can be used. So I can fill V in the last month, right, in the month of October, and then T will come in the month of July. Okay, so these are all the possibilities that can happen. Okay, so now next information was that U stays 1 month before Y. Okay, so this I cannot fill right here. Okay, U stays 1 month before Y. So there is a gap of 2 months between V and T we have used. W stays immediate before T. So if W stays immediate before T, that means this first case will be wrong. Okay, W stays immediate before T, it can be filled here. W stays immediate before T, it can be filled here. Okay, now this fourth case is also wrong, because if I say W stays immediate before T, then W should be in the month of June, which is not mentioned. So with this information, two possibilities are wrong, right? Next information is that U stays 1 month before Y. So U stays 1 month before Y if I consider this, where this can be filled in these two possibilities. And one more thing that we have, that W cannot come in the month of September, so this is also wrong. Okay, W cannot come in the month of September, and hence we are left with just this case. Okay, we are left with just the ticked one. Okay, this we have to fill. So he's saying U and Y. So U and Y can come in the combination of August and September, or it can come in the combination of September and October. But if I write U and Y combination in the month of August and September, then X will be left for the month of October, which we cannot do. Okay, so that's the reason U will be filled in the month of September and Y for October, and X will be filled in the month of August. And this is the complete correct solution. Is it clear? Okay. Is it clear? Right. So now let's solve the questions based on this information. Who among the following persons stay in September? In the month of September, this you have to tell. Okay. So what will be the answer here? Eva, okay. Correct. Option number C, the one who stays immediately before Y. Okay. Right. Next question. One, why we cannot take before July? Because if I take V before July, I will not be able to fill T. Just see the calculation of months. Okay. Next question, what is the month gap between T and Y? So what is the calculation for months according to the yearly calendar between T and Y? Now T is in the month of April and Y is in the month of October. Now this is May, June, July, August, September. So these are how many? These are 5. Okay, so the answer will be option number B. Okay, next question. Who among the following stays immediately after V? Just see your solution. Who is staying immediately after V? Correct. Now, who stays immediate after V? It is X. Okay, it is X. So X is not there in the option. So X is staying in the hotel in the month of August. So the answer here will be option number A. So I hope this is clear. Okay, so next question here is the next question. How many persons stay before T? How many persons stay before T? Okay. So as you can see in your solution before T, it is just one person. Okay, so answer here will be option number D, that is 1. Okay, which is the true combination? Which is the true combination? Okay, so this is W and March. So as we can see, W is there in the month of March, right? This is the correct combination. Right, so now here comes the next question. Now this is a question of circular arrangement. The previous two questions were from the puzzles, and to be specific, it was a month puzzle. But this question is your circular arrangement. So ideally this question should not be taking more than 5 minutes. So start solving this. Okay. So here the question is that there are 8 persons who are sitting around a circular table. Some of them are facing inside and some outside the center. Now here let's start solving this question with the person whose facing is given. That would be much better, right? So here you have this information that G faces the same direction as Q. Now let's see what's there about facing. Okay, D faces center. Now this is one of the information that you have. Okay, D faces center. So let's mark this on any of the positions that D is facing the center. Next is that P sits third to the left of D. So P sits third to the left of D. So if I know the facing of D, I can fill P. Okay, what is another information? 2 persons sit between P and E. Now here we have a doubt where E should be sitting. Should it be left of P or right of P? But as we can see on one side of P leaving 2 positions, it is D who is sitting. So I am going to write E on the other side. Okay, so Eva done, very good. This is where I am going to fill E. And also we have this facing of E, that E faces outside the center, means E is facing outside. Okay. Now here we have this information about P, that Q sits second to the left of S, that we will do later on. Okay. And face opposite direction. Okay. This is about facing. Okay. Now there is one more information, that F sits immediate left of R. Okay, now F sits immediate left of R. Okay, and here we have this information about F, that F sits opposite to S. Okay, F is sitting opposite to S. This is one of the information. Then F is sitting immediate left of R. That means F and R, both of them are sitting together. And there is one more information, that R sits third to the right of Q. Okay, R sits third to the right of Q means there is a gap of 2 persons between R and Q. So this is the information that is given, right? So let's see where can we fill this. Now if we have this information that F is sitting opposite S, so what could happen? See, these are all the vacant positions. Here I cannot write F because opposite to F it is P. Here I cannot write F because opposite to this position it is E. Here I cannot write F because opposite to this position is D. So it is these, either this point or this position where we can fill F, because with F I have to make R sit. Okay. So these are the two doubts that are coming here. Okay, so it is either this position or this position, right? These are the two positions where F can come, right? So with F, I have to make R sit. Now, this is one of the doubt. Now, let's make another possibility here. Okay, so as we have already solved about T, E and P, so about F we have doubt, either F can come here or F can come here, and opposite to F other person will be S, so that I am going to mark. And about F and R, that F sits immediate left of R. So with F, if R is sitting and where F sits, that is immediate left of R, so R will be facing inside here. And in the second possibility, if R is going to sit here and F is sitting immediate left of R, so if F is sitting immediate left of R, then R will be facing outside. Okay, so these are the two possibilities. Next we have some information about R and Q, that is leaving two positions I have to fill Q. And in other case, if I see, so Q will be filled here. So what the information is, that Q sits second to the left of S. Now Q sits second to the left of S. Okay, right. Okay, these are the informations that are given to you, but it was about S. So let me, okay, yeah. So the information was that F sits opposite to S, that we have done. Q sits second to the left of S. So where we have this S. So from S, if I see in the first case, leaving two positions on either side, I cannot write Q. So this first one is wrong. And the second one is, and in the second one, if you see that I have to write Q, who sits second to the left of S and faces opposite to P. Now Q faces opposite to P. This is what he is telling you. Okay, Q faces opposite to P. This is what the information is. I think I have misread the question, right? This is what has happened here, right? Because it was about P and I have marked about S. This is what I am getting. So let me correct this. Yeah. Let me correct this. Okay. So the facing was about that D faces center. So let me mark that D faces center. P sits third to the left of D. Now P sits third to the left of D. So here P should be sitting. Okay. So two persons sit between P and E. So there are two persons who are sitting between P and E. So it should be here that E is going to sit. And about E, what we have, what information we have, that E faces outside the center, so E is going to face outside. Okay, so next information is that F sits opposite to S. So F is sitting opposite to S. This is one of the information that we have. Another information is Q sits second to the left of S. Now Q sits second to the left of S. So Q sits second to the left of S means there is a gap of one person between Q and S. Okay. Next information is Q face opposite direction to P. Now Q is facing opposite direction to P. Now it is about facing, right? So this will not be considered here. Okay. And next we have that R sits third to the right of Q. So R sits third to the right of Q. So that means there is a gap of two persons between R and Q. Okay. Next information we have that F sits immediate left of R. So F sits immediate left of R means F and R are together. Okay. So this is the information here that F and R are going to be together. Okay. So these are the four informations that we have. And as we were discussing that where can F come? So F can come on these 2 points. So let's start marking this. Okay. So either F can come here or F can come here. Opposite to F will be S. Okay. This line done. Okay. So next information that we have about S is that Q sits second to the left of S. So if Q sits second to the left of S, where am I going to fill this? Q will be written here. This information also done. And if he says that Q sits second to the left of S, so where Q is sitting, that is left of S. So here S should be facing outside and here S should be facing inside. Okay, right. So next question is that third line is R about R and Q. So R sits third to the right of Q. Okay, R sits third to the right of Q. So where can we fill R? Okay, in the second possibility, if I see that in the last point, I have this information that F and R should be sitting together. So if F and R are sitting together and there was this information that R sits third to the right of Q. So let's see that. R sits third to the right of Q, where R is sitting, that is right of Q. So if this is right of Q, so Q will be facing outside. And if this is right of Q, so Q will be facing inside. Okay, so which is the person that has not been filled? So D, E, F done. Okay, G we are done with? No. So we are just left with one person whose name is G. So we have made two possibilities. Okay, so now what we are going to do? We are just going to check the facing. So first line was, let's check the facing in both the cases. P sits third to the left of D. So where P is sitting, that is third to the left of D. Okay, so that's true in both the cases because we have already solved with this. So F sits opposite to S, that is done. Q sits second to the left of S. So this is going to help us in knowing the facing of S, done. And Q faces opposite to P. Now if in the first possibility Q is facing inside, then P will be facing outside. And in the second possibility, if Q is facing outside, then P will be facing inside. Now G faces the same direction as Q. Now in the first possibility, if Q is facing inside, then G will also be facing inside. And in the second possibility, if Q is facing outside, then G will also be facing outside. Okay. Now D faces the center, that we have already done. R sits third to the right of Q, that is going to help you know the facing of Q. E and S face opposite direction to R. Now E and S face opposite direction to R. Now this is the question. E and S face opposite to R. So in the second possibility, this is happening wrong. Okay, that is going wrong. Okay, and F sits immediate left of R. Where F is sitting, that is immediate left of R. So R is facing inside. And in second possibility, if F is immediate left of R, then R will be facing outside. And E and S face opposite direction to R, that is happening true in first case. Because here E is facing outside, S is facing outside and R is facing inside. But in second possibility, both E and S already, they are not facing same. So second case is wrong and the first one is correct. Okay. So F sits immediate left of R and faces same direction as D. Now F faces same direction as D, so that means F is also facing the center. Now this is the complete solution. I hope this is clear to you all. Right? Is it clear? Okay, so here comes the first question. Who among the following sits opposite to the person who is immediate right of Q? Now the person who is immediate right of Q, who is sitting opposite to that person? Okay, so quickly give me the answer. Correct. So Rahul, was your solution correct? That's good. Who among the following sits correct? This is option number C. Correct answer. Next question. How many persons sit between D and G? Counting in clockwise direction from G. So you have to start from G. Okay. And you have to move in clockwise direction. Okay. What is clockwise direction? This is the clockwise direction. So how many persons are there who are between D and G? Okay. So what will be the answer here? That is option number E, because if you see from clockwise direction, now from G clockwise direction is here and here it is D. Okay, so that's why the answer here will be option number E. Rahul and RDJ? Yeah, because you have to move in clockwise direction. And if you see in the clockwise direction, there are 5 persons between them. And if you see in anti-clockwise direction, then there is just 1 person between D and G. Okay, so now let's come on to the next question. You have to tell which is the odd one out. 4 of the following 5 belong to a group. Who does not belong to the group? This you have to tell. Okay, so the options are E, R, F, Q, G. Okay, so E facing is outside, R facing inside, G facing inside, Q facing inside. Okay, all are facing inside except E. So the answer here will be option number A, because all other persons, that is R, F, Q and G, they are facing outside. That you can see in your solution. Okay, next question is that how many persons face outside? Okay, how many persons are there who are facing outside? This you have to tell. Okay. So just see your solution. Who is facing outside? It is P, then S, then E. So these are just 3 persons. So the answer here will be option number B, that is 3. Okay. So now let's come on to the next question. Now this is the question. This is the coded blood relation, right? So here you have symbols. You have to understand these symbols, and then you have this equation which you have to solve to know the relation between L and N. Okay, so let's make a solution and give me your answer in the comments. Okay, so the question here is a very big equation that you need not solve it complete, because we just need to know the answer between L and N. So solving this much is more than sufficient. Okay, so let's see what does this hash mean. Now hash means that L is son of T. Okay, then we have T multiply N. So T multiply N means that T is brother of N. Okay, and the question is that how is L related to N? So how is L related to N? This you have to tell. Okay, just see the question. So the answer here will be option number D. Correct answer, Eva, YouTube clips. Correct answer, This is option number D. Okay. So now here comes the next question. Okay, so you need to check which equation proves that O is the sister of P. Okay. So what you can do, I hope you're not solving all the equations complete because that's not required here. Just simply check O is the sister. That means this equation proves that O is a female, right? Now in A option, after O it is star and star represents sister, that's fine. In B option, it is multiply after O. Multiply means brother. And if O is brother of V, that proves that O is a male. But O should be female according to the equation. So B option is wrong. Now in C option, it is multiply again. So C option is also wrong. And in D option, it is plus. Okay. So this makes D option possible in the category of possible. And hence you are left with just two options, that is A and D. But just because of none of these, you'll have to check out. Okay, so let's check now. Okay, so O is sister of P. For O being sister of B, both should be from the same generation. So the generation gap between them should be 0. Okay, 0 generation gap. So let's check which option proves that. Now in option number A, you have the star, that means sister. Now divide means mother. Mother means generation of gap of 1 generation. Minus means father plus 1. Multiply means brother. So in option number A, it is not 0 generation gap between O and P. We need not solve this because here just by looking at this we understand that O cannot be sister of P because they are not coming from the same generation in A option. And if I check option number D, you have this plus. Plus means what? Daughter. Minus means father. Hash means son. Okay. Now father means what? A is father of B. So there is an increase in generation. But if he says hash means son, which is minus 1. Okay. And then you have this minus, which again means father, which is plus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1 will be cancelled. So again you have a generation. So again you have a gap of 1 generation. Okay. So this D option is also wrong. And hence we are left with just one option, which is option number E. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yeah. So this is how you're going to save your time. You need not solve all the options. You can just check the generation gap and the gender. And then if there's a need, you are going to solve the equation that has been left. Otherwise, you need not make the whole solution. Okay. So this was the last question of today's session. And in the last, I would like to tell you all about that new year deals are back that ends today. Today is 6th of Feb. Okay. So today is the last day for this offer. So if you want to save 40% on any of these plans, RBI, SEBI, Nabard. So just log into Oliveboard. Okay, you have all the links in the description. You can check in the link. Okay, just click on the link and you are going to get all the details that is required. But if you want to purchase any of these questions, if you want to purchase any of these course, so just enroll today itself. Okay, we also have combo plans and you have to use the code HNY to avail this offer. Okay, so one more thing, if this was your first day, so I request you to subscribe to our new regulatory YouTube channel and regulatory app. Okay, we have a new app from the Oliveboard which is specifically for all the regulatory exams. So just subscribe to our channel and download our app for all the latest updates. Okay, so this was the end of session. I hope you liked the session, and if you people like these sessions, just click like. Okay, it's there just below the session. There's a thumbs up, so you have to like the session if you people like the tricks or the tricks that we discuss in these classes. Okay, so Rahul Pandit saying, okay, you want the trick again, right? So Rahul, here actually what happens when the people are from same generation, so the gap will be 0. Okay, now if the people have a difference of one generation, like father, now these people will be coded as +1. Now if there is a generation of daughter, son, niece, nephew, for them it will be a gap of -1, because if I say that A is father of B, so when you are going to make equation for this, how you are going to do that? A is father of B, and if you move downward, there is an increase in generation. And if I say that A is son of B, so if you move backward, then there will be decrease in generation. So instead of making the diagram, you are simply going to tick +1 or -1. So no problem, Rahul and Eva, I'm going to discuss more such questions on blood relations. So if you want to understand this shortcut in a much better way, I'm going to bring more such questions in the coming session. Okay, I hope this is clear. Yeah, okay, fine. So with this, we end today's class. Thank you so much, students. Going to meet in the next session next Monday. And if you want to attend the questions for SEBI exam, so that session will be on Friday. Okay, students, thank you so much. Goodbye, good night, take care.